as you go out. The contents of those baskets are for you, visitors. One is a book, How Good is Good Enough. There's a Bible in there if you don't have one. Grab that and take it with you. But before you find those baskets, find our fellowship hall. It's those doors right across the hall. We will be in there drinking coffee and eating donuts and conversing, and we would love to include you in that. So please come across and find us. We're in like week 5 of a new method here at North Creek Church. This is the welcome pad. It's in the inside aisles of each. So if you happen to be sitting behind a welcome pad, or in those little slots, grab it, open it up, fill in any information you don't think we have, send it on down the row. If you're at the other end, here's your job. Do the same thing and send it back. It should find its way back to where it was at the beginning. Thank you. I think we're getting the hang of this. So, a few things that are going on in this next week. The first is on Thursday. Some of you may know it's the National Day of Prayer. And our prayer team here has a great way that we have responded to this. In Mill Creek Town Center, there is a flagpole in front of Jamba Juice, kind of City Market, Starbucks right there in that plaza. At noon, we're going to be there, and we are going to be praying for the leaders of our community, for our local community. Various people will be praying for the various people who bless us by the work that they do. We'll be praying for them. We would love to have you to come along and be there. I think it's maybe a half hour that we're there. And hopefully it'll be a beautiful sunny day like today. That's Thursday at noon at the flagpole. Then next Sunday is Mother's Day. And first, that means get to the card shop. Take care of that. Second, though, there's a beautiful bassinet out in the narthex. And as you can see in the bulletin announcement, the purpose of this, we're collecting things for a group of mothers. And that's the group of mothers who are part of the Pregnancy Resource Center. This is a mission that we support in Everett. There's a list of things that we're collecting for these moms. It's at the information desk. And we'd love it if you would bring these things, supplies and things that a new mom might need, put them in that bassinet as another way of celebrating Mother's Day next week. So, the Fellowship of the Ring were 9 who set out on a journey with a purpose. Well, we're currently gathering another small group to leave on a journey with a purpose. And that is Cascade Fellows, different sort of fellowship. Now this is not as in fellows guys, this is fellows as in research fellows. And the thing that these fellows in this next year, in the fall, over 9 months, are going to be studying is what does God have to say about that 80% of our lives that we spend at work? And this really isn't a class on how to proselytize your coworkers. I think it's a lot deeper than that. It's to help to explore and to understand what it means to have a calling, and how God blesses the world, blesses your life through your work. I want you to hear firsthand from one of our current fellows. We have a group of 9 right now. One of our current Cascade Fellows. This is Tom Cahill.
So Tom, what is Cascade Fellows?
Cascade Fellows is a 9-month program that's sponsored by Fuller Seminary. They invite Christian professionals together to discuss faith and work. And it's founded on a small group experience where we get together every other week with a small group and we talk about what these readings, these books, scripture that we read and how they relate to work. We also have what we call Super Saturdays, and they're well-renowned